Yes, it affects the way we look professionally, because if you use incorrect grammar, that just shows, intelligence right off the bat. It shows that you just don't care about what you've learned. It shows that you don't care how you sound, and especially professionally, if you send in something that has grammar mistakes, it shows, to employers that you don't care how you look.
I think as a society, we've been conditioned to believe that if your grammar is not correct, especially in a professional setting, that we look at people who don't have correct grammar as lesser or stupid, which is not always the case. Sometimes it's just a matter of conveyance.
Unquestionably to both. Professionally, I found, and bear in mind, I work in communications, I write for a living, but I certainly judge, and I find people I work with and people I interact with judge others if their grammar is poor. And that's not to say we undervalue what they have to say if they simply have not had the educational opportunities, but for those who we know have, when they use poor grammar, we think it reflects very poorly on them. And personally, I am a grammar snob. I tend to text with full, complete sentences, even paragraphs, and I don't judge people who don't, but I recognize kindred spirits in those who do.
Just because they're lazy, they don't really see social media as a place where they have to use grammar. It's not a paper. It's not an academic research paper. It's somewhere they can go and just be themselves, and if they're lazy and don't want to use proper grammar, then they don't have to.
That's a variety of reasons, Sometimes it's lack of formal education, sometimes it's chosen vernacular, sometimes it's not chosen vernacular. It's just how they were raised, it's their parents. It's the whole habit forming thing. If that's what you heard growing up, that's how you're going to speak. And if you don't have years and years of training in writing professional papers, you're not going to know that it's not okay to say y'all in a dissertation or your thesis paper. So, to have proper grammar. It's the same thing with, how we dress, how we look at work. We're expected to, dress professionally. Women are expected to have makeup all over. Men are expected to be clean-shaven. It's the same as, like, the dreadlocks debate, It's that kind of thing along the lines. It's professionalism.
As much as anything, particularly in terms of technological communication, whether it's social media, whether it's texting, even whether it's simple emails between people who know each other, there's a recognition that everybody understands what they mean, and they know they can be more informal around people they're comfortable with.
Mm-hmm.